Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Jimmy John's Field. I am Dan Dober along with Brian Fisher for the 2017 United Shore Professional Baseball League Home Run Derby. And Brian, I don't know about you, but I am excited to see these baseballs fly out of this ballpark.
Yeah, it's going to be a special ball game. Comes only once a year, right at the halfway point. And we got some big hitters here for the Home Run Derby, obviously, considering it's the Derby.
Yeah, and it's going to be a great evening, especially first is the Home Run Derby, and then later on at 7:05 we have the All-Star Game. Now, we have the top home run hitters going at it, and who will be up first will be Jeff Smith, and he will start about 5:35, and go. Each player will get at least 3 minutes to get their shot. And then second will be Chris Cruz right after him. Third will be Mike Metashevsky. Fourth will be John Macon. Fifth will be Roddy Palmer. Sixth will be Cam Stewart. And seventh will be Nick Wilson. And obviously the eighth will be Taylor Gradakowski. And by the way, Gradakowski leads the league in home runs with 8.
And Taylor Gradakowski I feel like he's probably the favorite to win the Home Run Derby at this point. Obviously, he's got 8 home runs so far on the season, Dan. He's just been dominating the league when it comes to power hitting. We saw him hit another long drive last night out to the left center field.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, he has the power, and obviously fan favorite here in this Derby. But, by the way, I want to know who you're going to go with for today's winner.
Well, I mean, this may seem like a little bit of a cop-out, but this is competing for the Home Run Derby.
Yeah.
So, of course, I picked Taylor Gradakowski, leading the league in home runs. He's my favorite to win the Home Run Derby in today's ball game.
I'm gonna go with Cam Stewart. He has 4 so far this season. And who did Steve go with, Brian?
Steve went with Chris Cruz.
All right, I see it. I mean, he has 5 already this season. I mean, it's just going to be a wonderful outing here between these home run hitters. And actually, in about an hour or so, we'll find out who will be the real home run derby champion.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun home run derby. Each player, Dan, is going to get 3 minutes in the first round to hit as many home runs as they can. And then in following rounds, it's going to be 2 minutes each. So at the end of the first round, the 4 top players that have the most home runs will be able to advance.
Yes, and speaking of the 4 guys who are advancing, it will go from the 4th all the way to the 1st, who had the leading home runs after the first round. And then after that, we'll break for the 3rd round, of course, and the top 2 out of that round will go to the finals.
So it's going to be fun here, especially with Jimmy John's Field. We got the full game. Well, we got a full slate ahead of us with the All-Star Game and the Home Run Derby. And it's just a beautiful day at the top of it.
Can't ask for any better, and you know the fans are going to love it, and obviously we're going to love the home run display we're about to see in just a few moments. Now, I mean, this is interesting because this is our first time calling a home run derby and the All-Star Game.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. You are, and obviously we see the major league level how they have the home run derby. Everyone gets involved as well.
Well, it's a big showing. I mean, you get the league's best players together for the All-Star Game, and then you get the best hitters for the home run derby. All the fans from various fandoms, teams come together in the ballpark to watch all these best players in the league hit the baseball, and it's going to be quite a spectacle here because this is only the second time ever with Jimmy John's Field where that has happened.
Yes.
Dan, is that a drone?
I think so. Yes, there's a drone on the field. I guess they're going to maybe videotape when the ball goes out of the ballpark. I don't know.
That would be absolutely phenomenal.
Yes, it would. And obviously they have some young kids from obviously a little league. They're going to be out there catching those baseballs that end up short from the home run territory. It's going to be a great outing, and obviously first up will be Jeff Smith. Now, Jeff Smith coming in has, of course, 5 home runs. Actually, 0. Sorry about that. I was looking at the wrong guy. He has 0 home runs, and imagine him coming into this home run derby and maybe even having a chance to win it.
Yeah, Jeff Smith has no home runs so far in the season, so a little bit of an interesting pick as far as him going for the home run derby, but just because he has no home runs doesn't mean he doesn't have any pop in the bat. We've seen plenty of times this season he's hit balls far. He just hasn't gotten the one yet.
Yes.
So I think there's a good reasoning behind him being in the home run derby, and I think he deserves to be here because
he does.
He's been having a spectacular season all the way around it. I mean, he deserves to be in the All-Star game as well.
Despite having the few past games he's been frustrating with his batting appearances. But you know what? This is when it starts. This is the end of the first half. The second half begins tomorrow. And, I mean, it was an exciting first half, wasn't it, Brian?
Oh, the first half of the season was phenomenal,
Yes.
Dan. It was a learning process for us, too. Coming into the season, we had,
We had no idea what's going on.
We didn't really have much of a clue on what was going to happen. And it's just been such a great experience here at Jimmy John's Field. And the second half can only get better from here, especially as the race for the league lead and the top team in the league has really tightened up these past few
Yes, we have. We have seen
games.
How about the Westside Woolly Mammoths? At the beginning, they were struggling, and now they are coming around.
Yeah, the Westside Woolly Mammoths have really come into their own here as we head into the second half of the season. Now they have a better record than the Utica Unicorns. And the Unicorns and the Hoppers, who started out on top, have started to find their level as well.
Yeah.
And it's really become a close race between all four teams on who's going to win the regular season championship before we head to the playoffs.
Yes, and we have the two squads, East versus West. And now we'll get to that later, who we want to win, obviously, which side. We'll maybe have our picks. But I'm excited. I mean, this is our first time doing it, and we're expected a great crowd in hand. I guess last night we only had, 200 tickets left to be sold.
Yeah, last night they announced that we had less than 200 tickets to be sold in a stadium that can hold, 2,000 plus people. So we are already close on maximum capacity, and I got to imagine with people flooding. I saw a flood of people at the box office when I went upstairs earlier, and it's going to be a packed house tonight.
I don't know. I just woke up this morning. I got to the ballpark, and when I was walking, yes, I did see a lot of people getting their last-minute tickets for tonight's ball game at 7:05. And, I mean, it's going to be a great outing. It's a beautiful day. Couldn't ask for any better. As they're still getting ready, getting the field ready, prepped for the Home Run Derby and also the All-Star game for later on today.
So Jeff Smith, Dan, is going to lead it off
for
the Home Run Derby, and Taylor Jellikowski will be final. It's interesting we go from the man who has no home runs, and last will be the man who has the most.
Yes.
So I have a feeling that was maybe a little bit intentional when they were setting up the order.
Obviously, Taylor Jellikowski coming into this, obviously leading home run with 8. But Jeff Smith right now is the underdog in this whole entire order, I feel like. But you never know. The underdog always comes out on top, it feels like, in some certain situations.
Well, unless your name is Brandon Inge.
Yeah, with the 0 home runs.
Yeah, that was. I always remember that home run derby in the MLB where they picked Brandon Inge, and it was great for us Tigers fans because Brandon Inge was a fan favorite through most of his career here with the Detroit Tigers, and he got into the home run derby, and everyone was like, "That doesn't make much sense. He's not a home run hitter." But we were all rooting for him. Unfortunately, he didn't hit any home runs, but it was still a great thing to see.
Yes. The home run derby, I've been to one when I was young, when it was at Comerica Park, and I remember when Pudge Rodriguez was in it, and that got the crowd going, and Bobby Abreu ended up winning it all.
Well, recall when Prince Fielder was on our team, and he won the home run derby as well.
Yeah, that was in Kansas City, and I believe, I have the All-Star Game jersey from him. So I went on shopped for online.
Another player we haven't talked about yet, Dan, is Nick Wilson.
Yeah.
Nick Wilson last year was the league leader in home runs.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's got 5 on the season to this
he
point.
does.
So he is another favorite, I believe, for
actually can win this whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, Nick Wilson returning to the league. I mean, it was great to have him back, and I remember his first batting appearance. He took the ball deep to center, and it was amazing. And that's his favorite spot out there, either left to the center field wall or a little bit to the right.
And another player, he's another player in the league that doesn't have any home runs yet. He's still new to the league, and he's got no home runs yet. He's only got 1 RBI, so another interesting pick. He's still only played in 6 games to this point, and they must have looked at his college stats, and he went to Eastern Michigan University.
Yes.
They must have looked at him and saw his stats from college and said he's a home run hitter.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't gotten one out yet, but like I said, he's only played 6 games.
Yeah.
So
there's plenty of time. It was only the first half. Now we're going to be starting the second half, and I have a feeling we're going to be seeing many more long balls out of this ballpark.
A player that I'm surprised is not in the home run derby is the Utica Unicorns' Nico Lolio.
Yeah, that was a surprising factor, too, because I would have thought he would have been in it, especially when he comes in the pinch hit. He has some really great clutch situations.
Yeah, Nico Lolio is not hitting for average very well. He's floating around 200. He has all season. But he's got, I think, 4 or 5 home runs on the season. Mm-hmm. He had a grand slam earlier, and he had a pinch hit walk-off home run in the bottom of the ninth in another game. He's got 2 pinch hit home runs in total, I believe. You know, he's a perfect type of player for the home run derby because he's the type who gets in the batter's box and is swinging for the fences every swing.
Yeah, you know, at the beginning of the season, we see him at the very top of the lineup in the Unicorns. And then, obviously, yesterday when we were calling the game, he was near the bottom at the designated hitter position. But, yeah, Nico Ladio, that was a huge surprising factor. I thought he would be in this, just like you said. But, hey, you know what, maybe next year, or he's just going to take it all in right now.
Riley Palmer of the West Side Woolly Mammoths, Dan, has 3 home runs so far this season. There's a lot of guys in this derby who have hovering around 3 to 5 home runs, and that seems to be like the sluggers, range.
Yes.
You got a couple like Taylor Galikowski who's got 8, but most people in this derby are hovering around 3 and 5, with Mitashevsky and Smith at 0. So it's going to be a close race, I feel.
Yeah, it
as
is.
the kids take the field to shag the baseballs.
That's got to be so much fun down there. Like catching those ones that are short or fighting for it to try to throw it back into the bucket.
And hopefully they play nice out there.
Yeah, so hopefully they do. And we're probably just going to get started in just a few minutes. We're still doing last preparations, but obviously the kids taking the field, we're getting close now, and I'm getting excited.
Dan Jellikowski last night, I heard there was a scout here looking at him.
Yeah.
And he couldn't have done any better for them as he hits that one. He hit that one over to the left field wall where he hit the top of the wall right where it dips down to the shorter part.
Yeah.
And I was a little bit making the call. I was a little bit confused. I was like, is that a home run? I knew officially, technically, if it hits the top of the wall, it's a home run.
It's gone, no
but we had
a
confusing play earlier in the season where that was not the case, where they called it a double and then went back and called it a home run. So I was making sure I waited. But Taylor Jellikowski, he's just been phenomenal all season, and what a game for him yesterday with that home run, really showing to the scout what he has in his arsenal.
Yeah, he's from Fraser, Michigan, which is just a few minutes away from here, and that's great to see that he's getting scouts to come look at him. And like you said, Brian, I wouldn't doubt that he'll get sent up.
Well, we've already lost 2. Lost is a bad word. We've already promoted.
Yeah, that's great.
2 players to a major league organization. Alex Maloney was signed to the Chicago White Sox, and Kevin Matthews, Dan, who was absolutely killing it.
Yeah, strikeout machine.
Was signed to the Atlanta Braves. The guy struck out on average like 9 batters a ball game, and he would go like 4 or 5 innings. He wouldn't go that many innings.
No,
because his pitch count gets so high from striking batters out.
Yes, I mean he was a strikeout machine. And he was definitely missed when he got called, but you know what? We're happy for him. That's great to see that you have players from this league getting an opportunity to get to the higher level.
Now, the jerseys for the teams, Dan, I think are an interesting choice.
Yeah, you said some Woolly Mammoths you never know what's going to happen during the All-Star game, but right now, Nick Wilson for the Beavers is wearing the red, uniforms for the Beavers. That's their red ones. I think that's their home kind of like alternate. And then Jeff Smith is wearing the Woolly Mammoths Flintstone version. But now we're about to get started here in the Home Run Derby, and Jeff Smith will lead it off.
And let's see what Jeff Smith can be made of here. He's been struggling of late at the plate, and let's see if he can really do something here at the Home Run Derby.
This one's deep, round to left, way back, and that ball is gone. And that's hit to right. Way back. Gone. That's 2 for Jeff Smith. This one's deep to left field. This is a skyrocket to left field. Way back. Gone. This one's hit to center. Way back. Gone. Another one, Brian. Hit the deep center at the warning track and gone. Hit to right. He's hitting way back. Gone.
It's going to be 4 home runs now for Jeff Smith.
He keeps hitting them out. Way back, on the warning track, that is.
Fouls that one off.
Jeff Smith swings this one to left, way back. This might be gone. And it is. Another one hit the deep center. This might be a little bit short. Yes, it is at the warning track.
There's a line drive over to the left field.
And he'll just take his time after hitting back. He has 5 right now. This one's hit the left field way back. This is skyrocketed all the way to pavilion. And that is gone.
He's got just under 2 minutes left now, Dan, and he's got 6 home runs officially.
This one's hit to center, and this one's hit to left, way back, and gone. He has 6 now. This will end up short that he just hit on the warning track to the left field. And he's going to take that one. He has 7 so far right now. This one's hit skyrocket to deep center. This might be a little bit too short, and it is.
It's going to land on the grass out there in left center field in front of the warning track where some fans will fight over that one.
Jeff Smith hits that one. It's just a hit to left field. And he's going to take the second pitch. This one is going to end up way short.
He was on fire here at the beginning
Yeah,
here,
he was.
Dan, and lately he's just been hitting lots of line drives, and he's only at 7 still with less than a minute left.
This one is hit deep to left field, way back, and gone. He hits this one to right field. This might go. Actually, it ends up short.
That one was a lot short. That one's
skyrocketed into the infield. Doesn't even get out of the infield. This one is hit way deep to center. Actually moving towards the right center. And this one's hit way deep to left field. Way back, and gone.
Dan, he hit that one over
Yes,
top
he
of the
did.
scoreboard in left center field.
And he hits another one, and that was a line drive to left field. And he hits one deep to center. Ends up short. He has 10 so far, and this one is skyrocketed.
He's got less than
to
10
left
seconds,
field,
Dan.
way back, and gone.
He's going to ground that one, and that's going to be it, I think.
Yes, it is. And this is last one. This is one. Skyrocketed deep to left field. Watch it fly. And that one is gone. He ends up with 12 home runs, Brian. Great first outing for him.
And I think, Dan, that really proves just how much power he does have in his bat. Despite his struggles lately, he has extreme potential in the bat. We already know how good defensively he is. So hopefully he can capitalize on these situations going on.
Yes, he can. Next is Chris Cruz, and you see all the little leaguers shifting to right. That's where he likes to go.
We always see defensive shifts on Chris Cruz over there to right field.
This one is hit way short into the outfield. This one is hit way deep to right field, and this might go and gone. Stays fair. This one is hit to right field as well, and this will be gone onto the hill out there in right.
Chris Cruz has 5 home runs so far this season, so he's got a lot of power in that bat.
And this one he just hit foul down the right field line. He hits another one, but fair down the right field line.
He's hitting a lot of line drives here early.
Yes, he is.
Needs to get underneath the ball a little bit more.
This one is also hit to right field line. This one is hit to right field. Could go and just short.
You're starting to really see why the other teams he plays
Yes.
against put the shift on him.
Yes, and this one is going to go maybe. And it could go, and it will, to right field over the hill. And this one's another one to the right field hill. And another one, same exact spot, Brian.
Yeah, he likes to pull the baseball, that's for sure.
That is 4. He has 5 right now.
As the 6th one might come here, as that one just squeaks over the wall.
Yes, it does, and that's number 6. And he just got in front of that one. It will land to the right field for a hit. This one is going to deep center, and it will end way short. And he drives this one to right field, and that one goes. And he hits this one to right center, and it goes as well.
That one landed on the warning track. He's got
Yes,
less
he
than
does.
a minute and a half left.
He has 7 so far, Brian.
Jeff Smith currently leading with 12.
He hits this one to deep right field, to the hill. Could it go? And it will. Number 8 for Chris Cruz. And he hits this one to right field once again. That's his favorite spot.
Yeah, it is.
And it is gone.
I feel like saying hitting it to right field is a little bit redundant at this point. We can just assume that that's where it's going.
And this is going to be fouled back to where we're at. And this is going to be hit to right field line.
Ooh, nice grab there by
Yeah.
a fan.
And this is going to be hit same exact almost area where he hit this other one.
Pops that one
Yes.
straight up in the air.
Fans are going to grab that one right in front. And another one back to
30
above
seconds
us.
left now for Cruz. He's trailing Jeff Smith by 3.
He hits this one to right, but will be short. He
Error.
hits this one way, and I think he got just too much in front of that one, and
Yeah.
that will go way foul. It had the distance, Brian. And
That-
this one's going to go way deep to the hill, and it will go. Another one, and then his one will go to the center near the stage, over the stage. And 11 home runs for Chris Cruz, Brian.
He falls short of Jeff Smith, so Jeff Smith still is leading the home run derby with 12 through 2 batters. So now Mike Metashevsky, another guy with 0 home runs yet on the season, although he's only played in 6 games.
And you know what?
As
you
the
could
fans,
do this.
As the fans migrate again.
Yeah, it's funny seeing the shift to now they're sitting because they know where he hits them if he has a chance to hit them. He has 0 so far this season, like you said. But hey, they knew exactly where they played Chris Cruz at, and that was to right. But let's see what Metashevsky can do here.
Most of the fans have spread themselves out from center
They don't
field
know
to left
exactly where
center.
he's going to hit it, but they're ready for him.
Him being a lefty batter, he tends to, obviously most batters tend to pull the ball a lot more than hit it opposite, so it makes sense for them to line up in center and left more than right.
And he's going to drive this one to left field, and it will go. And here comes another one to left field. Could go, and it's just short, actually. He hits this one to left center, and this is going to go right in short of the scoreboard. And he pulls this one to left field, just way short. He hits this one to center, but I believe it's going to be short, and it will. He hits this one to left field, and it's short of the wall.
Nice grab there by a kid out there in left field.
He has 2 home runs so far, folks. He hits this one to left field, and it's going to be short.
Land just shy of the warning track out there in left center in front of the scoreboard.
And this one's going to go maybe. Yeah, it does.
By a long shot.
Long shot. I don't know why I said maybe.
Yeah, that's no maybe. That's a for certain.
He hits this one to center, and it could go. No, just short of on the warning track.
That would have been a ground rule double if this was a real game.
And this one's going to go. And it's going to go flying to left field, and it will.
Almost hit the light out there.
This one's to center. This one's going to go. Same exact where he hit the last one. And no, it actually was short. You see it go in the air, and then it's like, oh, no, it ends up way short. He hits this one to left. And this is hit to left field. Could go, possibly, and it does. Just getting over the wall. He has 4 so far. Actually, 5. Metashevsky's hitting 5 home runs. We haven't seen any coming into this ball game. I mean, to this home run derby yet from him. So it's impressive what he can do with this power.
Yeah, with less than a minute and a half left, he's 7 home runs behind Jeff Smith leading. It's going to be a hook foul down there in left field line.
Metashevsky. And this is going to be short as well into the infield. Less than a minute to go so far. Metashevsky has 5 home runs, Brian.
He's trailing by a lot now with less than a minute left. He's got to turn it on here.
And this could go. This is going deep, 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 and gone over to the pavilion and left. He has 6. He hits this to right, but it's going to be way short. And this one's going to go. He hits this one to left to the pavilion, and that ball is onto the pavilion. It is gone. He has 7. And he keeps hitting down the foul ball line. He has 7, 12, 10 seconds to go.
He's not. I don't think he's going to be able to get the 5 home runs that tied Jeff Smith in 5 seconds.
But seeing 7 from him is just really good. And this one is hit deep to left field and gone over the pavilion. And he ends up with 8 home runs, Brian.
So Jeff Smith still in the lead here. If John Mankin or Robert Riley Palmer cannot surpass him, he is guaranteed a spot. I'm sorry, if John Mankin can't pass him, he is guaranteed a spot in the
And here comes John
second
Mankin.
round.
Like you said, he has 3 so far this season. This one's going to be at the warning track and short.
The warning track, Dan, seems to be John Mankin's favorite spot to hit the baseball.
This one is hit deep to left field and gone. He hits this one to right, but foul. He hits this one way deep, and I mean way deep. It's going to go towards the scoreboard and gone. So far has 1 so far this outing, and that one's going to go. into the trees out there in left. And then he hits this one way deep to left field. Way deep. And gone. And he hits another one to left field. That's his favorite spot, it seems like. And that one's going to go. He has 3 so far. Now 4, actually. The scoreboard keeps running a little bit late. But, yeah, he has 4 right now. And he drives that one to foul ball territory. This one's to center. And this one's going to go away. And this is a line drive to left field. And it's gone. Just staying fair. And this one's going to go to left. Way back. And gone. And another one, Brian. He hits this one. Oh, I don't know. That was close.
The official gave it to him, so he's
Yes,
already
he's got
tied
8.
Metashevsky here.
And this one's going to go just short of the warning track and left. And
Along the
another
line
one to
drive.
the line drive to the warning track.
He's got a minute and a half left when he has got 8 home runs, so he can catch Jeff Smith for home runs here.
He hits this one to center, but it's going to be way short. He hits this one to left center. Could this go? And it is off the scoreboard. That is 9 home runs right now for John Macon. He hits this one deep to left field, and I mean it gets out in a hurry, folks. And that is gone over the pavilion and left. He hits this one to left center, but it's going to be way short. He hits this one deep to left center. Could it go? And it does off the scoreboard. He has 10. He hits this one to left field. Way back and gone.
Dan, this could be the one that
Another
ties
one. And it could go. No, well short. He has 12 right now. He hits this one to left center field. And it will go.
He takes the lead now with home runs, surpassing Jeff Smith, who went first.
Yes, he has 13. He hits this one to deep left field. Could it go? And it will. Another one and another one to left field. And he has 15, that is. This one could go. And it does. 16. He hits this one to center, but I think it's going to go foul. He has 16 so far right now, and he is in the lead, Brian. He ends it with 16.
He has taken the lead now by 4 home runs in the first round here, surpassing Jeff Smith at 12.
Of course, he gets a round of applause from the fans.
John Macon, we knew he had that power, only having 3 home runs so far this season.
Yes, we
as
did.
he is just mobbed by Utica Unicorns players who are Eastside Diamond Hoppers players who are congratulating him down there.
This is just amazing. Now the kids out there in the outfield are shifting towards the right because that seems where right opponent likes to hit his.
Going from most home runs to least, John Macon now leads at 16. Following him, Jeff Smith at 12. Cruz at 11, and Metashevsky at 8 as Riley Palmer stands in to take his swings.
He hits this into the infield. That was a second swing in the appearance. This is going to go to the right field, way back to the hill, and gone. He hits this one to right field. Could it go just short? He hits this to right to the warning track, and it will land short. He has 1 so far. He hits this one to the outfield and right. And he just got way to a piece of that, so it went in foul ball territory. He hits this one, and it will be well short into the outfield, out in right. Just getting out of the into the outfield. And this is coming right back at us, so he hits this one. Oh. Makes a huge noise up there in the upper suites. He hits this one to center, and that will land short. He hits this one, drives it to right. And way gone.
He put a charge in that one, and that one too.
Yeah, another one to the hill. And a great catch out there by a fan on the hill. And this one, same area. He has 3 so far. Make it number 4. He hits this one deep to right. Will it stay fair? And I believe it does. He has 5 right now. Make it 6. He just hit another one to right. And this will land just short out in right center. And that one hit to right, but way foul. He has 6 right now. He hits this one to right center field and lands to the warning track. He hits this one to right, and it will go foul. He hits this one to center, but way on the warning track. He hits this down the right field line, but it foul. He hits this one, and this one will go.
He's got less than a minute, and he's trailing by 9 runs.
He hits this one, but that is going to go way foul.
Almost landing on the wiffle ball field out there.
Yeah. He hits this one to right field, but will be way short. He has 7 so far with over 30-something seconds
he needs
left.
2 home runs here, Dan, in the last 30 seconds to stay alive in this home run derby.
He hits this down the right field line, but way short. He hits this one to right field. Could it go? And it does. Number 8 for Riley Palmer.
He's tied with Metashevsky now. If he gets one more, he can knock Metashevsky out.
Riley Palmer hits this to right. Will it go? But no, foul. He hits this one to right.
He's got 10 seconds. He needs one more home run to knock Metashevsky out.
One more will do it. Will this go? No, foul. He hits this one to right, and this will do it. To the hill and gone. Riley Palmer with 9 home runs.
He knocks Mike Metashevsky
out, right?
Yeah, with 9 home runs. Metashevsky only hitting 8. So now the top 4 so far are going top to bottom are John Macon with 16, Jeff Smith at 12, Chris Cruz at 11, and now Riley Palmer at 9, overtaking Metashevsky, knocking Metashevsky out here in the first round.
And here comes Cam Stewart coming into the home run derby. He has 4 so far this season, and it's fun seeing those kids shift as well to where he likes to hit them. This one's to right. This one's going to go maybe. Yeah, it will. Actually, it's short. This one will go, though. He has 1 right now. This one's going to hit the center field and short. This one's going to be hit the left center, but short as well. And that's going to be hit the left and short. He hits this one just in the infield. He hits this one to left field. Could this one go? No, way short. Hits this one to left. He has so far right now with over 2 minutes just left to go. He hits that one to the warning track, but not enough on it. He has 1 right now with 2 minutes left in his outing. Riley Palmer hits that one, but into the outfield. Hits this one to center and on the warning track, but not gone. This could maybe go to left, and it does, I think. Yes, it does. That'll be number 2 for Cam Stewart. He hits this one to left. Could it go? It's on the warning track, but no. He hits this one to left on the warning track as well. No, it does not go. This one's hit the left. This one's going to go. Gone. Make it number 3 for Cam Stewart. Could this one go? Yes, it does. Just Gary getting over the left field wall. He hits this one to left center on the warning track, just shy of the wall.
Dan, with a little over a minute left, Cam Stewart only has 4 home runs. He really needs to turn the afterburners on.
He has this one to left.
He needs 10 home runs. He needs 10 home runs to overtake Riley Palmer.
He has 5 right now. That one just getting over. Yeah, he does need to get going here if he wants to stay alive. This one's hit the left. It's on the warning track, but it will be short. This one's hit the left, but way foul. This one's hit the left field. Could it go? No, on the warning track. Nice catch by a little kid out there.
We got a lot of little athletes out there in the outfield, that's for sure.
It's fun seeing them go after those baseballs. This one's hit the left center field on the warning track. Just shy of the wall. He hits this one to left field. Could this one go?
Nope.
No. This one's going to possibly go. Nope. On the warning track, just shy of the wall.
He's got 10 seconds, and he has 4 home runs behind, so I think Cam Stewart might be done
This one's
here.
hit the left. Could it go? And it does. Just staying fair. And he will end up with 6 home runs, Brian.
So he will finish with 6 home runs, and he will not advance to the second round as 16 is the number to beat right now. Following that was Jeff Smith's 12, Cruz's 11, and Riley Palmer's a 9.
And guess who's up, Brian? It's Nick Wilson.
Well, they definitely tend to be saving the best for last year. Nick Wilson and Jellikowski, the two best
fun to watch.
home run hitters in the league. Nick Wilson has, I believe, 5 home runs so far this season, and Jellikowski has 8. These guys, Jellikowski, the home run leader this year, and Nick Wilson, the home run leader from last year.
As he hit that one back to the mound, his dad in the infield, his second hit. He hits this one to left field. Chris gonna go, and it is off the pavilion. And this is gonna be well short. He hits this on the infield. He has one right now. And it got out in a hurry. And he continues to hit it into the infield. This one's line drive way deep. And I mean way deep, folks. That ball is gone. And another one into the trees. Gone. This one's hit the center off the scoreboard. And now he's just hitting him, Brian. He hits this one to left field. And gone.
Nick,
he has 5 right now.
If there's any player that can hit the home run, that's definitely Nick Wilson.
This one is hit to left field, and it's going to stay fair. That is number 6.
With 2 minutes left, he's already had 6 home runs. He needs 10 more to tie John Macon for top
Nick
home runs.
Wilson gets a hold of this one deep to center, and that one is off the scoreboard and gone. This one's hit the left field into the trees and gone. He has 8 right now. Man, he's just hitting them right now, and he hits this one to left center, way back, and off the scoreboard and gone.
He hit his
number
face
9,
up there.
yeah. I guess he didn't like to smile on the scoreboard. Oh man, he's just got 9 right now.
Oh, that's
he hits
another
this one. Yeah, this is a long shot, and it is gone. He has 10.
He's got 10 home runs with a little less than a minute and a half left, Dan. He needs 6 more home runs to tie the lead so far here in the first round.
This one is hit the center and gone. Just getting over. He has 11 right now. He hits this one to the left, but it's going to be well short of the wall.
He's got 11 home runs now with just under a minute left. He needs 5 more to tie the lead here in the home run derby. That is 16, held by John Macon.
And, you know, Brian, we seen, this one's hit the right, but it's going to be well short. And this is going to be hit right back to us, but way foul. And he hits this one to right, but
the one little kid out there is going to be able to get that one.
He's like, thank you.
One kid over there in right field hoping for a couple oppo hits.
This one's hit the right center, but on a warning track. He hits this one in the center field, but it's not deep enough. He hits this one to the left, and the kids are fighting for that baseball. Nick Wilson hits this, but in the outfield where the kids are running after it. But he ends up with 12, Brian.
Yeah, Dan, he tore it up in the first half, but slowed down a lot in the second half. You're hitting lots of line drives and pop-ups.
He's tied right now with Jeff Smith
for second in home runs.
Here's your guy, your pick, Taylor Jedikowski, and we know what he can hit him out.
Yeah, he's got 8 home runs so far in the season, leading the league in home runs as the fans out there in the outfield migrate over to right field.
That's where he likes to hit them. So let's see what he does here. He swings at the first one, but that was a strike.
Not very often you see someone swing and miss in the home run derby.
He hits this to center, but caught by one of those athletes out there. Hits this one to right. It's another one to right. Taylor Jedikowski still with 0 right now to start, but we know he's capable of hitting him out. I mean, he's leading home run hitter for a reason. Still trying to get a hang of things here. He's just looking for that one pitch that would be perfect. Still with 0 with over 2 minutes just left in his outings. Taylor Jedikowski still hitting him to the right field. Not deep enough, obviously. Hits just a center. Well, just getting out of the outfield. Hit that right back to the mound. Still with 0 home runs, Brian.
Taylor Jellikowski really struggling here.
Yes, he is.
The guy who was the easy favorite here in the home run derby hasn't hit a home run yet.
Surprising right now. Still has time. Hits that one back to the mound, the screen. Still with 0 with a minute 30 left.
It looks like he might be being a little picky out there.
This one's going to go to right. Could it go? And it does, onto the hill. That's number 1 for Taylor Jellikowski. This one to right as well. Off the wall.
Dan, he needs to get at least 12 home runs here in the last minute and a half in order to get into the next round.
He does. He needs to get going. He only has less than a minute left.
As the top 4 right now are 16, 12, 12, and 11 in home runs. He only has 1 here with a minute left.
Taylor Jellikowski just right now being picky with his pitches. Could this go? No, on the warning track out in right center. Hits that one to right. And this one's just going to get out of the infield to center. This one's going to be hit to right center. Could it go? And it does. Actually, off the wall. And no, it did go, too. He has 2 home runs.
Yeah, there's that little wall behind the wall.
It's hard to see.
Yeah, the wall out behind the wall, it tends to hit off a lot of times.
Yeah.
And it can be tough to see whether or not that hit the
right now
outfield wall or that brick wall.
This one's hit the right center on the warning track. And actually, it's going to go. He has 3 right now. This one's going to hit the right field. Could it go? And it does.
Dan, he hit that first.
This one's hit deep to center. Gone. Hits this one to right. Gone off the wall.
That one's gone.
That one, yeah, you're talking about. That's gone on the hill. Gone. He has 4 right now. And he will end up with actually 5 home runs. They have him down at 6. I thought it was just 5, but 6.
It was 6 home runs for him. He ends up tying Cam Stewart for least amount of home runs in the first round. Definitely a surprise there,
yes,
to be sure.
Yes, it is,
but
Brian.
Dan,
what a first round.
Yeah, the underdog Jeff Smith moving on to the second round. He's got 12 home runs, tied for second most home runs. John Macon currently leading it with 16. Wilson and Smith at 12, and Cruz at 11. So Jeff Smith proving exactly why he is in the home run derby here with 12 home runs going first.
And you know what? He's the underdog because he's coming into this with 0, just like Metashevsky.
We knew, though, that even though he's been struggling at the plate lately, that he has a tremendous amount of power in that bat. It was just for him. He's been going through a slump right now. So he's been working through it. He's been getting better, and he's about due to break out of it. And the home run derby here, he's proven just how much power he has in that bat.
I mean, it's been an exciting first round. And so advancing to the next round will be Chris Cruz, Nick Wilson, Jeff Smith, and John Mencken. Now, Brian, obviously your guy's out of the pick, out of this, and so is my guy. So, who we picked to win it.
Yeah, not necessarily how I thought it was going to turn out. Chris Cruz is still in it, however, and that was Steve's pick. Apparently, Chris Cruz.
He keeps outing us, doesn't he?
I think Steve and Cruz had a little bit of discussion beforehand, so win it for me.
We're going to have to talk to Steve when he gets up here. And we're taking just a short break as players, those who are moving on to the next round, catch a breather after hitting those out. Some fans are still coming to this ballpark. Actually, the first pitch of the All-Star game is at 7:05, so you do not want to miss that, and we'll have that covered as well.
So we were going to...
Our first competitor in the second round will be Chris Cruz.
Chris Cruz getting his batting gloves on, ready to go again here. He had 11 home runs in the first round. Let's see if he can tack on some more here, as only the final 2 are going to make it to the third and final round.
Yes.
Obviously, once again, to go through it for you guys, Chris Cruz, Jeff Smith, John Mencken, and Nick Wilson have made it to the second round. Jeff Smith had 12 home runs. Chris Cruz had 11. Nick Wilson had 12, and John Mencken had 16, and he led the first round.
Yes.
Here in the home run derby at USPBL, during every round, the home run number is reset, as Chris Cruz is back at 0, and instead of 3 minutes, Dan, he gets just 2 minutes to hit as many home runs as he can.
Yes. So, yeah, he's given less time than the first round. Let's see if he can hit him out in a hurry. As Chris Cruz gets ready to go, gets those batting gloves nice and tight on his hands. And he steps in. Here we go, second round. In United Shore Professional Baseball League 2017 Home Run Derby.
He pops that one up.
Yep. He hits this one to right, but it's going to be well short. He hits this one to right. Could it go to the warning track? And gone. Hits this one to right field. So right now he has one.
Strike one on that one.
Yes.
Foul tips that.
This one to right, but it's going to be on the warning track. He hits this one just getting out of the infield to right. This one's going to maybe go, and it does, to right. Yes, it does. Gone. Home run down the hill. He has two right now. Hits this one in foul ball territory. Hits this one to right. And this one's going to go. And this one, another one could go to the hill. Fans are definitely enjoying free baseballs out there. He hits this one to right field. And this one's gonna go. He has four right now. If just actually five. He has 50 seconds left. This was one in the infield.
It's gonna be a pop up.
Pop up, yep. This was one to right field, but it's gonna be caught by one of those little athletes out there. This is one, but it's gonna be popped up to center. This one, the skyrocket this one to right and gone. He has six right now. He hits this one to right field to the hill. Gone. Hits this another one to right field hill. And that is gone. He has 8 right now. He hits this one to center on the warning track off the wall. Hits this one to right. Could it go? Off the wall. Just barely. And he ends up with 8 home runs, Brian, here in the second round.
Chris Cruz hitting 8 home runs, Dan, in 2 minutes, where he only hit 11 in 3. So he's hitting at an even faster pace here in the second round.
Yes, he
as
is.
His body's probably finally getting warmed up here as Nick Wilson will stand in.
He ended the first round with 12. Let's see if he can improve on that.
How this works here, Dan, is the player who hits the least amount of home runs starts off the next round as it moves up to the player who hit the most. So that's why Chris Cruz went first instead of Jeff Smith, who went first in the first round.
And he's hitting them into the outfield, but not in deep enough. Hits that.
He's hit 3 line drives now to left field.
This one going, and gone. He hits this one to center, right center actually, and it's on the warning track. He hits this one to center field. Could this go? But it will end short on the warning track. He still has one right now. This one is skyrocketed to left field and gone. He has 2 home runs right now. He line drives that one to the left field.
Only the top 2 are going to make it in here, so
This one's deep. And I apologize if I'm interrupting you, Brian.
You're fine.
This one's hit the left field to foul ball territory, but way foul. He has 3 right now. He hits this one to center field scoreboard.
He's got just 1 minute left, Dan. Half his time is down. He's got 4 home runs now.
This one's hit the left field going, but short of the wall.
That one's going to be gone.
Yes, that's going to left field. And he hits another one to left field to the pavilion, folks. Over the pavilion and gone. He has 6 home runs right now.
He's got 40 seconds left to get 2 more home runs to tie Chris Cruz.
He hits this one to center. Gone off the scoreboard.
Another one off his face out there.
He hits this one to center field and gone. And he hits that one to left field. Way gone.
And he's reclaimed the lead over Chris Cruz now.
He has 9. He hits this one deep to left field.
That's 10 right there.
Way deep and gone.
He's got 10 seconds left. Now's where you get some insurance home runs, Dan.
He hits this to left field, and this could go, and it does. Actually, no, well short. A fan caught that right before the wall.
Yeah, I caught that one on the warning track. Nice little snag by him.
But Nick Wilson ends up with 10 home runs here in the second round.
He has claimed the lead here in the second round. He's got 10 home runs with Chris Cruz trailing at 8. So if Jeff Smith can come in here now, Dan, and hit 9 home runs in the second round, he will eliminate Chris Cruz from the home run derby.
Yes, he can. Jeff Smith ended the first round with 12. So we'll see what he can do. Coming into this home run derby, Jeff Smith had 0. So he used the underdog.
And he is tied for second in the first round
Yes,
for
he
most
is.
home runs. So he has shown off how much power he does have, as he's just been hitting line drives here
Yeah,
early.
in foul ball territory. And he hits a line drive again into the infield. And another single in a regular game would be a single hit. Hits
Lots
that-
of line drives.
Yeah, just got to get a hang of it here.
There you go.
It's at the right field. There's only one little athlete out there. And he's going to get that one.
I guess the way that little guy out there sees it, no competition in right field, is he's hoping that Jeff
Yeah.
Smith hits a lot of opposite field ones.
But you know Jeff Smith's got to be generous to hit one out there just to have one.
Jeff Smith is
Yeah, he hits this one to center, but on the warning track. Not even before the warning track.
Smith, who had 12 in the first round, still hasn't had one, and half his time is up now.
Yeah, he
As
only
he's-
a minute left. He hits this one to left field. Could it go? Foul. Just foul. Jeff Smith hits this one to right. Could this one go? No, on the warning track. Hits this one on the warning track as well, but it doesn't go. Hits that. A line drive into the infield. Yeah, he only has 30 seconds left. He has 0 home runs. He hits this one, but foul.
He's still got no home runs left, and he's got 30 seconds left, so it's pretty much safe to say that he's probably going to get eliminated
And
here.
he hits this left center, but way short. And I mean way short. And he has only, 15 seconds left if he wants. But like you said, doesn't look like he'll get it. And he fouls this one off back to us. And he hits this one. Could this one go? Go off the warning track. And this might go. This actually is going to go. Gone. Just getting over the left field wall.
So
he
on his-
ends up with 1.
On his last pitch, Jeff Smith finally hits a home run and has 1 on the second round, but unfortunately for him, he is now eliminated.
Yes, he is.
Because 8 and 10 are the 2 leading home run totals.
I'm telling you, Brian, this is exciting to watch.
So Nick Wilson is a sure to spot in the final round as he has 10 home runs. John Mankin can eliminate Chris Cruz here as long as he gets 9 home runs.
Yeah, he ended the first round once again with 16. He lines that drive, lines that foul, lines that in the infield. He just needs 8 home runs to advance. And 9 to no doubt. And he still keeps line driving it. He hits this one to left field. Could this one go? No, way short. To the warning track.
That one
This
will.
one's going to go. And that is going to be on the Chevy Pavilion. That one,
There's a pop-up out there to right
Yes.
center field.
he has one right now. This one is going to go to left field and gone. Just over by those trees out there and left. And this one skyrocketed to the left to the pavilion and gone.
He's got
He
3
has-
home runs, maybe
yes.
4 now.
And yes, you're right, Brian.
Did you see that grab from that kid? Holy
Wow. That is a nice
cow.
grab.
A leaping grab from behind the wall to get that home run.
Wow, and this one's going to hit to the pavilion. And that one is gone. And here's another one possibly. And yes, it does go. He has 5.
The scoreboard's having trouble keeping up with all these home runs
Yes.
he's hitting all of a sudden.
He actually has 6 right now. And actually, it's now 7. Or yeah, like you said, they're trying to keep up with it. He has
needs
7 home runs right
One
now.
more home run to tie Chris Cruz, 2 to take the lead and move on without a doubt.
How about John Macon here? And he lines that into the outfield, left field. Less than 30 seconds, he has 7.
There you go.
And here's going to be number 8 for John Macon.
He ties Chris Cruz on that one. He's got 20 seconds to take the lead and move on to the championship round, Dan. Let's see if he can do it here with 15 seconds left.
And John Macon just fires that into the infield. And he lines that one, but the left way short. John Macon lines that into the infield. And this one could go, maybe, no, way short. I thought it was going to go, but he ends up with 8 home runs, Brian.
So I'm curious what's going to happen here, Dan, with Chris Cruz and John Macon tied at 8 home runs. Are they going to do a sudden death?
I'm thinking they probably will. You don't want to have a tie. You never have a tie in home run derby. You want to be the champion and go to the finals, actually. So we'll have to wait and see what happens.
So John Macon and Chris Cruz are going to have a swing off. Each one of them is going to have a minute and 30 seconds to hit as many home runs as possible.
This is going to be interesting. Now, Brian, do you want to pick who could win this?
I have a feeling that it's going to be John Macon.
All right, I'm going to have to go with whoever the next one. I can't go. I'm not going to go with the same guy as you.
So Chris Cruz will step in.
Yes, Chris Cruz. I'm going to go with him. Let's see what he can do. This has been fun to watch, Brian.
It has been. It's definitely been interesting to see. Well, a lot of upsets, I feel.
Yeah.
Jellikowski not making it out of the first round, who leads the league currently in home runs. To only hit 6 is a shock. And then with Jeff Smith making a surprise appearance in the second round, hitting 12 in the first round,
Man.
but then only hitting 1. So things have definitely been going in a weird direction. But Nick Wilson moving on to the championship round without a doubt here.
Yeah.
As we wait for Chris Cruz and John Macon to have a swing off for that final spot in the championship.
Yeah, you know, if it was going to come down to before coming into this home run derby, obviously it would have been either Taylor Jellikowski or Nick Wilson winning it. But yeah, it's great to see Nick Wilson in the finals. And right now, we're going to see who can face him there.
It's not really a surprise seeing Nick Wilson in there.
No,
we
not
knew how
even.
much power he has in his bat. In his first plate appearance with the Beavers this season, he hit a solo shot to dead center field, and that was in his return to the league.
Yep. And here comes Chris Cruz. Let's see if he can. And he hits it to right field and gone. Didn't waste any time there, Brian.
No, he did not.
He has one. He hits this one, but got way too out in front of that one, and it's going to land way short. Hits it to right. It's funny seeing everyone in the outfield just shift, knows exactly where he hits them. He hits this right back to us. Hits this one to right field. Will this one go? And it will onto the hill. It goes.
He's got just 30 seconds left. He's got 2 home runs already. See what he can do.
And he hits this one, got way out in front of that one. He has 2 with just 10 seconds to go. And he hits this one to right field, to the hill, and it will go.
That's going to be another one. That one looks like it's hook and foul.
Yes, it will. That one, he got way out in front of it. This one's going to go. And it will to right field hill. And he ends up with 3 home runs, Brian.
4 home runs, actually.
4.
He hit one
Yes.
just there at the last second. So he's going to end up with 4 home runs. And John Macon's going to have to tie or beat that. If he ties it, it'll be another swing off. And if he beats it, then John Macon will get to move on. So this John Macon with a last-ditch effort to make it to the final round to face off against Nick Wilson.
Let's see what he can do. And you picked him to move on. He hits this to left,
That's
but
going to be
way
a high pop-up.
It is. High pop-up again to left.
That one's gone.
Yeah, that one is way gone. And that's number 1. Here comes another one to the pavilion and gone. He has 2, Brian.
He's got 45 seconds.
He
That's
hits
gonna
this
be
one
3.
to left field and gone.
He's got 3 home runs. He just needs 1 more to tie Cruz.
1 more. He hits that on the warning track to center.
He's got 30 seconds left to get 1 home run and maybe more.
He hits this one, but got way out in front of it. Way foul. He hits this one to left center.
15 seconds left, Dan.
Yes. He does. It's time to move.
He's one more home run to tie it.
Here we go. One more he just needs. And this could go. No.
Just short.
Fan, nice
It looked
catch
like
by
a fan
out
just
there.
robbed him of a home run.
And this one's going to left field. Could it go? And it will. And
so
John
we are
Macon,
tied.
Yeah, no. John Macon will move on with 4. Or
It's tied.
it is.
They both got 4 home runs, Dan.
Oh. All right.
A fan robbed him of a home run out there in center field.
Yeah. I don't know what's really going on here. We've seen a fan robbed it. But we'll have to wait and see what happens because I don't know. That was, I mean, obviously a great grab by a fan, but you don't want to also, especially to go to the finals, you do not want to do that.
Definitely not.
So. It looks like John Macon will. He ended up with 4.
So we might have to do another swing off here.
Yeah, we do.
I wonder if they're going to trim down on the amount of time.
He had 5 home runs, so John Macon will move on to the finals against Nick Wilson. I mean, they had possibly do with that fan out there robbing it. So
John Macon will get to move on to the final round,
yes. Now,
eliminating Chris Cruz in a swing off.
who do you think will win, Brian?
You know what? I'm not going to make any predictions because I've been
All right.
wrong on almost every prediction so far.
I'm going to do the same. I'm just going to keep quiet and just watch those baseballs fly out of this ballpark in this final round. And the All-Star game, once again, will take place right after the Home Run Derby. First pitch is at 7:05. And once again, if you cannot make it out to the ballpark this evening, we will have it covered. It's going to be an interesting game between the East and the West. So each batter, Nick Wilson and John Macon, will get 2 minutes. Obviously, whoever hits the most will win.
Chris Cruz had the home run. He was the home run king last season.
Yes, he was.
Believed he had 17 across in the whole season. He hit home runs left and right like crazy. Hit them all over the ballpark. And then came back this year, has 5 so far. He's up there with most home runs in the league. But Taylor Jellikowski, who got eliminated in the first round, currently has the lead at 8 on the season.
Mm-hmm.
But Nick Wilson could change that in a hurry. In one game, he could get so many home runs.
I mean, him coming back to the league this year it's been amazing to watch. I mean, his first, it only took 3 pitches to hit his first home run out.
Yeah, and that was a dead center shot in his first at-bat in his return. And it was quite an impressive swing from him.
Yes, it was.
The pitchers have finally started to figure out a little bit how to approach him. Most of them tend to pitch him on the inside due to his height and where he holds the bat. But that hasn't stopped him as he has still hitting home runs, even if the pitches are inside.
So, due up first will be John Macon from the East Side Diamond Hoppers. And, I mean, just outing Chris Cruz this previous round.
So John Macon has 2 minutes here, again in the final round, to hit as many home runs as possible.
And the fans, once again, shift to left field because that's where he likes to hit them. Obviously, you might even, no fan out there in right this time around.
He's finally rejoining the rest of the group of kids out there. John Macon hits them almost exclusively to center or left.
This has just been outstanding to watch. And fans are still getting to the ballpark, and we have quite a few fans here in attendance for the Home Run Derby. And he just flares that one back to where we are at.
Another one like that.
Yes, another one popped up in the infield.
There's
and this one is going to left field pavilion and gone.
That's over the pavilion.
Another one.
That one landed off the roof in the building we have behind the stadium.
And he has 2 right now. He hits this one just to left. He hits this one to the left. Yeah, you can hear it coming off his bat right away. He has 3 right now.
He's got a minute and a half left with 3 home runs, Dan. Let's see if he can get a few more in here
And he hits this one, but I believe it's going to be well short on the
John
warning track.
Macon, Dan, had the home run lead in the first round, but had to go to a swing off in the second.
Yeah.
Won that against Cruz to make it to the championship here.
So he had to fight his way to the final, unlike Nick Wilson.
He has in total, Dan, 29 home runs so far in the Derby.
And he hits this one to left field. And that's going to go to the pavilion and gone. He has 4. He flares this one just to center. Hits this one to left field. And he hits this one, and I mean deep to the left field pavilion. Way over it and gone. He has 5. He hits this one to left field to the warning track. Could it go? And it does. 6 home runs for John Macon. He hits another one. And not getting, just barely getting over the wall. He has 7. 7 home runs right now for John Macon out of the Eastside Diamond Hoppers. And like you said, Brian, he had to fight his way here to the finals. Nick Wilson made it with ease.
As that one's going to be sky to left center field.
It is. And that is gone. Number 8 for John Macon. And that would be it for him.
So that is the number to beat for Nick Wilson. If anyone can do it, it is Nick Wilson. Nick Wilson has been a home run machine for the Birmingham Bloomfield Beavers so far this season. And he has enormous potential here to win the home run derby.
And here we go.
He has 2 minutes to hit at least 9 home runs to win the championship.
I'm telling you, Brian, this has just been so much fun to watch. Here we go. Nick Wilson being patient there. Hits this to the left, but it's going to be lined off the wall and left. Lines that to the outfield.
Nick Wilson back in the first round, Dan, really turned things on in the second half of his time limit, hitting lots of line drives in the first half, but then really hit a ton of home runs in the last minute and a half here. He's doing a lot of the same things here, hitting a lot of line drives here in the first minute.
And he hits this one, and this one's going to go left field and gone. He has 1.
He just needs 7 more now to tie.
Hits this one to left field. Could it go? Gone. Just barely getting over the wall there. Number 2. He hits this to right center and way short on the warning track. He hits this one deep to left field. And I mean deep and gone. He has 3 right now. Actually, yes, he does have 3.
He's got a minute left, and he still needs another 6 home runs in order to take the championship.
He hits this one to the left field, to the scoreboard, actually, and gone. No way, short. I thought it was going.
Landed right on the edge of the warning track there, Dan. So he's got 4 still.
He hits this one to left field. Could it go? Gone.
Make that 5. He's got 45 seconds to get 4 more and win the championship.
Nick Wilson.
Not much time left on the clock for him.
And he just flies this out to right. Only 1 fan out there. Less than 30 seconds Nick Wilson has. And he pops this one to the outfield. Pops another one to
There's a little kid.
right center.
He's underneath it.
Oh, and this one's
couldn't get there.
Way deep and gone. Number 6. Could this one go? And it does, off the scoreboard. And another one could go off the scoreboard. And that is off. Actually,
he's got 2 seconds. He needs to tie this here.
He has 7. This one is going to go.
The last pitch of the derby
Gone!
is a home run, and he ties it.
And that is number 8.
So we will go to another swing off, this time for the championship, as Nick Wilson has 8 home runs and John Macon has 8 as well.
This has been fun to watch, Brian. This is awesome.
So it's definitely been a blast here, as John Macon will go at it again, I think.
It's time to. We only can have 1 champion, Brian.
And that looks like it may be it for the
Yeah,
home run derby.
It looks like Nick
And
Wilson
Nick
wins
Wilson
it.
is the champion.
He had number 9.
Perhaps it was an unaccounted for home run that we were not
Yeah.
aware of, but Nick Wilson wins it with 9 on that last pitch.
I mean, we all thought Terry Jodorowsky was going to win it, but then you have Nick Wilson as well.
So on the last pitch of the home run derby, Nick Wilson hammers one to deep left center field to win it.
Wow.
So he is your home run derby champion in 2017.
Yes, it was exciting, Brian. This is awesome. The fans were enjoying it. Obviously, those athletes out there catching those were enjoying it. So Nick Wilson is once again, your 2017 home run derby
There's a little bit confusion, not just on our part, but even the scoreboard read 8 home runs. So when we went to a post derby interview, we were a little bit confused.
Yeah.
But apparently Nick Wilson had a home run that went unaccounted for. So they gave the home run derby championship to Nick Wilson, saying he hit 9 home runs. So like you said, Dan, he is your USPBL 2017 home run derby champion. And Nick Wilson, a player you're not too surprised by.
No,
here.
not at all. It was either. I mean, obviously, your pick was Terry Jodorowsky to win it, and everyone thought he would get to the finals. I thought it would be a slugfest between Nick Wilson and Jodorowsky. But, Nick Wilson, not a surprise of getting to the finals and winning it all. And most of his home runs, it was fun to watch because he hit the scoreboard several times.
Nick Wilson is just a all-around power hitter.
Yes. And so that will just about do it for the 2017 United Shore Professional Baseball League Home Run Derby outing here at Jimmy John's Field. And once again, your 2017 Home Run Derby champion is Nick Wilson.
Of the Birmingham Bloomfield Beavers, no less.
Yes, it is. And that we're going to be right back on just over 10, 20, 10
in about
minutes?
20 minutes, we are going to we're going to cut the stream.
Yep.
And we're going to start a new stream. That way we have separate streams for the Home Run Derby and the All-Star Game. That way, if you want to go back and watch it, you don't have to just skip through to a certain point in time. You can just watch both from the beginning.
Yes.
So we're going to end the stream here for the Home Run Derby, and we will be back in about 20 minutes with a fresh stream for the All-Star Game.
Yes.
So please come back very shortly.
Stay tuned.
We'll be back very soon.
So thank you once again for tuning in to the Home Run Derby. And
We'll catch you guys in the All-Star Game around 7 o'clock.
Yes.